Hello, I'm Kallol Dahal, and in today's class, we are going to learn about public announcements and how to wash clothes in washing machine from Chapter 3, Grade 8. So let's begin.
Hello students, welcome to another class, and this time we are going to read Unit 3. Let's start with public announcements. Pre-flight announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to flight RA402 from Kathmandu to New Delhi. We're currently third in line for takeoff and are expected to be in the air in approximately 5 minutes. Please fasten your seatbelts and secure your baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. Make sure that you put your seat in the upright position to take off. We also request you to turn off all personal gadgets, including laptops and mobile phones. Smoking is strictly prohibited during the flight. Thank you for choosing Nepal Airlines. Enjoy your flight. Nepal Airlines. Now let's go on to Parents' Day announcement. We are pleased to announce that our school is going to celebrate Parents' Day on the 22nd of March on the auspicious occasion of its 42nd anniversary. The program will be held in the Assembly Hall at 11 a.m. We feel privileged to announce that the Mayor of Bardaghat Municipality will grace the ceremony as the chief guest. We feel proud to announce that the Mayor is an ex-student of this school. He will confer the prizes to the winning students in academic, extracurricular, and co-curricular activities. There is also a cultural performance by our talented students to entertain the audience. There will also be a short photo session with the chief guest at the end of the program. Thank you. Dibya Jyoti Secondary School. So these are the public announcements. The first one that we read was a pre-flight announcement that we can hear in any of the international flights. Even in the national flights, we can hear these kinds of announcements, but we would be hearing that in Nepali language. But in international flights, it's required that the language used over there for the public announcements be in English. Similarly, the second one is a Parents' Day announcement done by Dibya Jyoti Secondary School. And the announcement includes everything that the school is going to do on that particular day. So let's head on to the exercise now. Let's start with question number A. Find the correct words from the text to complete the sentences below. We had to pay extra amount for our dash in the aeroplane. The answer for this is we had to pay extra amount for our baggage in the aeroplane. Question number B. Would you switch off all your dash as the plane is going to take off? So we were asked to turn off all the gadgets. So the answer for this is all of your gadgets. Third one. Tomorrow is my parents' wedding dash anniversary. The answer here is anniversary. D. The chief guest will dash the prizes to the winners. The chief guest will confer the prizes to the winners. E. Please keep your seat in the dash position. The plane is going to land soon. The answer for this one is upright. The last one now. Our school will remain closed for 15 days on the dash occasion of Dashain. Auspicious occasion of Dashain. Now let's head on to question number B. Write true or false for the following statements. Pre-flight announcement is about the landing of an aeroplane. It is completely false because the word here is pre-flight. That means pre means before, flight means the process of you going into the air. So before a plane takes off, the announcement is done, and that's called pre-flight announcement. So this is false for obvious reasons. Now the next one. Baggage should be kept either under the seat or in the overhead compartments. That's true. I hope you are also doing it along with me. Next, Parents' Day is going to be celebrated on March 21st. It is false because it's going to be done on March 22nd. A dance will be performed by professional artists on the Parents' Day. No, it's not going to be performed by professional artists, but instead the students are going to do it. So this is again false. The photo session is scheduled at the beginning of the program. It is also false because the photo session is going to be done at the end of the program. Now, question number C. Answer these questions. What are the first and the second announcements about? I've already told you what these were about, and I expect you to write the answer for this. State the travel route of flight RA402. The travel route of flight RA402 is Kathmandu to New Delhi. So now I sincerely hope that you can do all of these questions given to you. Similarly, there are two more questions in the same answer. Similarly, there are two more questions given. I expect you to do these as well. So question number C is your homework. Please mark it down. Question number C, answer in brief, is going to be your homework. Now let's go to question number D. Why do you think it is important to celebrate Parents' Day? Talk to your friends. It would be better if you do that in your copy. So mark it down as your homework as well. Now let's go to the pronunciation part. Listen to a teacher pronounce these words. Notice how R in them is pronounced and practice saying them. The first one, air. The R is not completely silenced, nor is completely pronounced. Turn off. Confer. Underneath. Your. Winner. Overhead. Anniversary. Entertainment. Compartment. Minister. Guardian. Now let's go to the writing section. Write a short announcement on behalf of class captain or monitor to celebrate any one event. Example, Children's Day at your school. Include what, when, where, who, and how the event is going to be celebrated. Also, request people to attend the function. So you are supposed to write a short announcement, and in that announcement you would be acting as a class captain or class monitor. In that announcement, you are also expected to include what the announcement is about, when is the event going to take place, where are the people supposed to gather, who are going to participate, and how the event is going to be celebrated. And also, you are requested to ask the people to attend the function. So include all of those things, and please do this section as your homework. So include this as well in your homework. Now let's go to another exercise. Yes, now let's dive into grammar, the first part of grammar. Question number A. Match the questions on the left with the reported speech. Notice the changes. So now this is a reported speech, direct and indirect speech. We would be dealing with that in a later. We would be dealing with that in a while. Column A. Can Sharmila read a book? Now we have to find the reported speech in column B for this. Can Sharmila read a book? The answer for this is the teacher asked if Sharmila could read a book. Do you notice how can has been changed into could? It is because this verb, reporting verb, is in past tense. So the reported speech would also be in the past tense. That's why we have converted can to could. And we have added if because in a question that starts with a modal verb, we always need to use if or whether. We cannot use that. You can try yourself keeping that instead of if. You will not be able to form a sentence. The teacher asked that Sharmila could read a book. No, that does not sound well. That does not fit well. So that would be completely wrong. That's why we need to use if or whether. The teacher asked whether Sharmila could read a book. That is also correct. Now, question number B. Was the waiter rude? The answer for this is my aunt want to know. This is completely wrong. It should be wanted or wants. But according to this, if this says the waiter had been rude, so the textbook should have read wanted. My aunt wanted to know whether the waiter had been rude. Now see, was has been changed to had. This is done because since this is already in the past tense because of was, we have to change this sentence into the past perfect form, and the past perfect form always has had plus withered, right? This is the past perfect form. But here we need to use had plus been because of the formula that we use to convert direct speech into indirect speech. Now, next question. Is Poonam his teacher? The answer for this is they asked whether Poonam was his teacher. Now D. Does she have a problem? Alice asked whether she had a problem. See, now instead of whether you could use if as well, but as I said, you can use both. And this question uses whether. Does he love playing tennis? The answer for this is she asked if he loved playing tennis. Did the boss notice the mistake? The answer for this is the obvious one, whichever is left at the last. That is, she asked if the boss had noticed the mistake. Now question number B. In this question number B, I would be doing a few of the questions and I expect you to do the remaining ones. So let's begin. There's an example as well given to you. Does he like singing? So question number B deals with change the following questions into reported speech. The beginnings are given. We have been given an example as well. Does he like singing? She asked if he liked singing. Does she spend her money on books? My father asked if she spent her money on books. We have to use the past tense of spend, that is spent, not spended. Please do not use spended. Spended is not a word. This is completely wrong. The correct past form of spend is spent. Did the farmer decide to sell her old oxen? They asked if the farmer had decided to sell her old oxen. We used had because it is already in the past form because of did. So whenever you find the past form in the question, the answer would have the past participle form. The answer would have past perfect form. So the answer here is they asked if the farmer had decided to sell her old oxen. Can I borrow your pen? She asked if she could borrow my pen. We have converted your to my because we are thinking that this question has been posed to me. So when she asks me if she could borrow my pen, then we have to use it accordingly. We have to use our conscience as well sometimes. So these are the 3 questions that I have done for you, and I now expect you to do the remaining exercises. So these remaining exercises are also your homework. Please mark this down. Now let's go on to the second portion of this chapter, reading 2. How to wash clothes in a washing machine. A washing machine is a home appliance used to do the laundry. It washes clothes automatically without having to supervise its operation. All one has to do is to put the clothes in the machine and select the wash mode. Here are a few steps to wash clothes. Step 1. Separate your laundry. Sorting your laundry into different piles based on fabric type and color is step number 1. You should also check the care label of each garment for washing instructions so as to avoid damaging your fabrics. Make sure to pay extra attention to your more delicate items. You should wash them either by hand or on the delicate cycle and in a mesh bag. Step 2. Load the washing machine. This is the step where you dump your clothes into your washer. Make sure not to overload your clothes as it may result in the clothes not being washed as they should be. Step 3. Add detergent and fabric softener. Before adding your choice of detergent and fabric softener, make sure you read your washer's manual to find out which goes where. The amount of detergent needed varies by load size and washing machine type. So check the back of the detergent box and look for any labels on your washing machine to find out how much you should use. Step 4. Turn on the washer. Just close the door and hit the start button. Some washing machines can indicate that the door is not closed properly, while some cannot. Step 5. Choose the right washing cycle. Wash cycle consists of 2 important speeds, a speed at which it agitates or tumbles your clothes with water and a speed that spins the water out of your clothes. Once again, when picking the correct washing cycle, you should refer to the fabric care label. This way you can maximize cleanliness while also protecting your clothes. Your options range from normal and permanent press to delicate and quick cycles. Step 6. Set the water temperature. Using the correct water setting in your washer can make a difference in your laundry. Hot water, for instance, sanitizes and kills germs better. But in some cases, it can shrink your clothes, fade your fabrics, set certain stains, and requires a lot more energy. So, reserve hot water washes for bath and kitchen towels, bedding, sturdy fabrics, and any extremely dirtied items. For moderately dirty loads, dark colors, and the permanent press cycle, use warm water. Cold water is the gentlest way of washing your garments, and it also requires less energy. Step 7. Clean your washing machine. Regular cleaning with a washing machine cleaner is an important part of knowing how to use washing machines. Leave your washing machine door open after use to allow it to air out and help prevent mold from growing. I hope you have understood the chapter, even though I have just simply read the whole thing. Let's see whether you have understood or not, and if there is any confusion, it can be cleared with the exercise. So let's begin. Match the words in column A with their meanings in column B. Column A, appliance. Appliance is any device that we use for something. So let's see whether we have that option here or not. Yes, a device designed to perform a specific task. That's an appliance. Agitate, to make something move around by shaking. Yes, that's agitate. Agitate also means to irritate someone, but in this scenario it's to make something move around by shaking. Shrink, to squeeze. Detergent, a water-soluble cleansing substance. Dump, to deposit in a careless way. Mold, fungus. Now answer these questions. What is a washing machine? I think you'd be able to find the answer in the text given to you and the text that I read before. Why do you think it is necessary to separate the laundry? So all of these question answers are going to be your homework again. Please mark this down. Now let's go into this last question. Do you think the text is useful for you? How? If I have to answer this question, I would answer it in this way. I think the textful is useful for me. The text talks about how to use a washing machine. So in case I need to use a washing machine to wash my clothes, I would be able to do it now without any hassles. If I had not gone through this text, it would have been very difficult for me to wash my clothes in a washing machine. That's your answer. So let's see question number C. Make a list of the home appliances you have at your home. Write operation instructions for any one of them in brief. So what this question requires from you is, you have to make a list of all the appliances that you have at your home, like music system, television, refrigerator, washing machine, microwave oven. All of these fall under home appliances, and if you have all of those or some of those, many of those, or even just a single one of those, you can write about those appliances, you can list them out and then choose any one appliance, and then in brief you have to write operation instructions, like how to use that appliance, what do you need to do before you use that appliance, or what other things are required in order to run that appliances. You have to write everything down. So this is also your homework. Now grammar 2. Change the following questions into reported speech. We have already done few of these in the previous exercises, so we are going to do the same thing, but this needs to be done in your copy. Are you going to the store? Said Pawan. Even though this one says said, we have to look into the type of the sentence used in reported speech. This is an interrogative question, interrogative sentence. This is an interrogative sentence. So interrogative sentence requires us to write asked. So the answer for this would be, Pawan asked if I was going to the store. Next one. Is your sister coming to the party? Says Pallavi. Now see here, this is in present tense. So when the reporting verb is in present tense, we are required not to change any of the tense in the reported speech. So the answer would be, Pallavi asks if my sister is coming to the party. See how we did not change is into was? It was because of says. Sophie said to me, do you like pizza? Now this one has a past tense, so we need to change this into past tense. Sophie asked me if I liked pizza. Siddharth said, does your cat like to chase mice, Rani? See, since Siddharth is talking to Rani and asking her a few things, we have to include Rani in the conversation as well. So the answer for this would be, Siddharth asked Rani if her cat liked to chase mice. I hope you have understood this. So please do the remaining as your homework. If there is any confusion, you know how you can reach me, or you can even ask your teachers or your friends.
So with that, we come to the end of the unit. How did you find today's class? If you have any suggestions or advices or complaints, you know how to get back to us. It is learning@dearwalk.edu.np. So until we come back with another unit, have fun and goodbye.